Hello and welcome to the Lawn Hustle, season number 1, episode number 6. I'm late this week on publishing this podcast. Our local forecasters were calling for a dusting of snow with little to no accumulation. That dusting ended up being 4 inches. So we've been plowing and salting. But in this episode, I want to talk about the difference between lawn maintenance and lawn care and landscaping services. Or is there a difference at all? In my opinion, there is a distinct difference between lawn care, lawn maintenance, and landscaping services. While both lawn care and lawn maintenance professionals focus on improving the client's property, lawn maintenance is much more general than lawn care. Because lawn maintenance, in my opinion, focuses more on the appearance of your lawn, the general care of your client's property. Lawn maintenance includes cleaning up the property, keeping the property manicured year-round, picking up and disposing of lawn debris. After a storm, you pick up the branches that have fallen. You dispose of those branches. Lawn maintenance involves spring cleanups, which spring is right around the corner, and we're all going to get extremely busy. So we'll be cleaning up the properties. We'll be picking up any branches or any brush that has fallen throughout the winter. Weekly mowing. I personally, in my business, I try to do all weekly mowing. I don't like bi-weekly mowing, especially in the spring when the grass is in the rapid growth, because you never can get it to look good because it grows so fast and so tall between cuts, and you're double cutting, triple cutting. And it's just, to me, it's not worth it. Regular weeding of flower beds and watering flower beds and watering the yard if there's not an irrigation system. Lawn maintenance involves edging the sidewalks, edging the driveway, edging around patio areas. Lawn maintenance involves pruning bushes and trees and fall cleanups, removing leaves from the property, whether you blow them out to the street and your municipality comes by and picks them up, or if you offer curbside removal, you're removing the leaves from the property. Or you can mulch them up with some good mulching blades and a nice quality mower. Lawn care refers to maintaining the health, the color, and the vitality of your lawn. You see, in my opinion, lawn care is caring for the client's property, which includes the health of the turf and the health of the soil. Lawn care involves, but is not limited to, pest control, treatments for disease, so you have a disease-free lawn. A few years ago in my area, some of our properties were invaded with army worms that literally destroyed several properties. So you want to offer pest control treatments, weed control treatments, fertilization to encourage proper growth. You see, lawn care services ensure the health and the well-being of the lawn, while lawn maintenance focuses on more of the routine task of maintaining the property. Lawn care services also include soil testing, aeration, seeding, irrigation, making your client's property drought resistant. So to sum up the differences, in my opinion, of lawn care and lawn maintenance, if you offer lawn maintenance services, you are maintaining. If you offer lawn care, you are caring for the property. You care about what it looks like. You care about the color of the grass. You care about the health of the soil. You care about the health of the root system. You are putting care into maintaining that client's property. Not all lawn care professionals are good lawn maintenance professionals. And the opposite is true. Not all lawn maintenance professionals make good lawn care professionals. And there is a major difference in landscaping services. Not all landscapers are good at lawn care or lawn maintenance. And I have seen with my own eyes some lawn care or lawn maintenance professionals trying to be landscapers, and it ended up being disastrous. Landscaping services is more complex because when you landscape, you are transforming the outdoor living spaces through design and construction. Landscaping involves, but is not limited to, walkways maybe from a patio to a fence gate. It involves paver patios. It involves stone walls or block retention walls, fire pits, decks, waterfalls. I know my business, we just completed a deck that was 14 feet by 50 feet long. It was the biggest deck I've ever built, and probably the biggest deck I've ever seen. But it turned out nice. The client is extremely happy with the end result. Happy client, happy business. So yes, there is some major differences. And I think what we need to do as service providers, we need to realize it's hard to wear all the hats at the same time. So there needs to be some thoughtful consideration. What am I best at? What equipment do I have to best serve my clients? Should I focus on lawn maintenance, maintaining the property, show up every week to mow, to trim, to edge, to blow, to weed the flower beds? Or should I offer more care? Now, when you offer lawn care and you offer lawn treatments, pest control, fertilization, you need to check with your state chemist to make sure you don't need to be licensed in your state. In my state, the state of Indiana, you have to be licensed if you fertilize, if you offer weed control for hire. You must have a license. If you don't, do not offer the service. Because if you get caught, there are fines involved. So check with your Attorney General's office, check with your state chemist. Find out what is required of you if you offer lawn care services. If you're a landscaper and you're offering decks and fire pits and patios, there might be some sort of licensing that you need in order to offer those services. I am a licensed general contractor. I pull permits for every fence. I pull permits for every deck. I pull permits for every patio. In my area, if you dig a hole, you need a permit. So when I'm doing a fence and I drill all of my post holes, our local building inspector comes and inspects the holes to make sure I'm at 32 inches to below the frost line. After his inspection, I'm able to set the post, and then I put the runners on, then I start the pickets, and we complete the job. If I'm building a deck, the same is true. The inspector inspects the holes. Once I get the frame built, the inspector comes back, inspects my framing to make sure I use the right size of 2x. For instance, the 14 by 50 foot we just done, we had to use 2x10s for our joist instead of 2x8s because the span was too large. Now I could have used 2x8s, but then I would have had to put a beam down the center of the deck and run joists to either side of the beam. So you need to understand what is required of you and what services you can best offer your area. Do not, I repeat, do not ever try to do a job without the proper permits and the proper licensing. You're only asking for trouble. If it's going to your building inspector's office, taking a written test to become licensed, do it. It's worth it. So, to sum up what we've talked about, lawn care, lawn maintenance, and landscaping services, there is a distinct difference. It is up to you to decide what your company can best do and offer those services in your area and specialize in those services. If it's lawn maintenance, you go mow and you lay the best stripe that can be done. If it's landscaping and you're building a patio, you lay those pavers and you do the best job that money can buy. If it's lawn care and you're treating the yard for weed control, you use the right solutions and the right chemicals to make sure that yard looks perfect. Do the best you can do. Again, I thank you for joining the Lawn Hustle today. I apologize that we were a little late, a little more snow than we expected. Join us next week for another exciting episode of the Lawn Hustle.